Hey guys, welcome back to Puffalauda, and welcome back to Charade Maniacs. Today we are doing something a little weird. As you can probably see, we have Iochi and Futami spinning on this really weird wheel. We are going to decide which route we are planning to do. I've been debating which one we start with because I personally think that Iochi, they're just a safer bet. I don't know, because in Akase's route, they seemed to like have some type of like suspicious thing going on, because we ran into them at the like information bureau and they like, I don't know, it was like a weird interaction. Did you guys catch that? Like the MC was like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" And they were just like, that doesn't matter, like, what are you doing here? And we were like, I don't know, it was strange. So they probably have their own secrets, but Futami just makes me angry, and I feel like we kind of need that in a way, because Akase's route was so long. So, but maybe the game will pick up in either route, so I don't know. What do you guys think? Either way, it doesn't even matter what you think, because the wheel will think for us. So let's just click to spin and see what we get. So here we go. Oh shit! Yoshi it is! Here we go! Alright, so I guess we're gonna start with Yoshi. Alright, so we are going to be continuing through Iochi. Again, bear with me through the common route because we're going to be doing a lot of skipping. First, we're going to be going to the library, so let's go. Now we haven't read this, okay? What do you think, Iochi? God. What do you think, Iochi?
それはまだわからないな。でも、どんな目的にせよ、わざわざこんな大掛かりなことをしているんだ。それなりの目的があるはずだけど、それを考えるにはまだヒントが少なすぎるのが現状かな。
If we could just figure out what the producer's goal was, we could make a plan to do something about it.
そうだね。でも、そこばかり気にしていても仕方ないよ。だから今はできることから考えてみない？
Right. I think you're right, Iochi. And we skip. Okay, we're back. Now we're in the living room. We're going to ask Iochi, what subjects were you best at school? Iochi, what subjects were you best at?
得意だった科目か。そうだね。情報処理の科目が一番得意だったかな。
That's so specific. Information processing? I think I can understand why.
まあ、今も似たような仕事だしね。
Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, really? That's really cool.
かっこいいかな。ラブレターは来ないけど、代わりにクレームはよく来る仕事だよ。
Okay, so that means that they're like in IT or something?
だから、君にそう言われると、なんだか嬉しいね。
Wait, okay, so information processing. So that would make sense if they are like working in the information bureau though. So maybe that's why they were like, oh, like seeing the MC in Akase's route being like, oh, I can't say anything, like I can't like reveal. But then that means that Akase and them like work together, which might be also the reason why, like, cause remember in Akase's route, when Akase was like spilling all the details about like how his, like he was like had forgotten his sisters and everything, Iochi was like, oh, like you can't say those things or something like that. He had like, Akase had like spilled out a whole bunch of information, and Iochi made some comment that I thought was strange, and I don't know if I really like dwelled on it in the moment because Akase was like in so much pain at the time. I don't know. I might do like a flashback, like Puff, if you can. Future Puff, if you can just take a snippet of that one line just to put it in here, because I think that's necessary just as a callback, because Iochi definitely had a weird reaction and I think that's necessary.
お前らを信じてたのに君それは
Just because I thought it was strange. I don't know. I feel like Iochi must have something to do with the Information Bureau. I don't know. I don't know. So now we're trying to make our decision as to if we are going to join the information team, cleaning team, or cooking team, and now we are on the cooking team, which means we're gonna get to hang out with Ibana, which is great, because I love Ibana, but he's not the route that we're doing, so fuck Ibana. We're gonna hang out with Iochi. Maybe I should join the cooking team. I'm pretty good at it, after all. What do you mean? Ugh.
いいね瀬名君がいれば安心だ
お姉ちゃんと一緒なの
I cannot wait until Ivana's route. You guys have no idea. Someone doesn't like it.
あれは遠回しな歓迎だ料理ができる子がいた方がいいに決まってるよねえエヴァナ君
俺のやり方に文句つけるなよ
Such a... I won't. I know that your cooking's great, Ivana.
内心どうだか
Why would you say that?
僕エヴァナお兄ちゃんじゃなくてセナお姉ちゃんに料理教えてもらおうかな
ずるいよハイジ君どさくさに紛れて瀬名君に抱きつくとは
だってお姉ちゃんが一緒で嬉しいからそれにいい匂いがする
Are you saying that Ivana smells bad? Because that's so rude.
へえどれどれ
Why are both of you clinging to me?
本当だいい匂いだね
Oh, ew. Oh, no, Iochi, that's creepy, though. Like, you're, no. Like, Iochi's, like, what? Older, like, by a couple of years? Like, because Iochi and Futami are both, like, what, 21, 23-ish, right? And she's supposedly, like, 17? Nope, that, nope. Sound the alarms for the police, police.
でしょ
Thank you, Ivana.
いて
離れろ目障りが
Thank you.
エヴァナ君自分も抱きつきたいのにできないからって暴力を振るうのはいけないと思うよ
違います
なんだエヴァナお兄ちゃんもしたかったの
Oh my god.
それなら言ってくれればいいのに
違う
まあそうだよね純情男子高校生のエヴァナ君にはちょっとハードルが高いよね
Oh god, this is gonna be chaos.
順調って
素直で可愛いってことだよハイジ君みたいにね
Oh my god.
へえ
こいつのどこが素直で可愛いんですかずっと背中に抱きついたままで
Haiji, you're starting to hurt me.
離れろ
Oh, Ivana's so cute. Guys. Are you seeing this right now? I'm sorry.
お姉ちゃんエヴァナお兄ちゃんが怖い
Oh no. It's okay. He might seem scary, but he's really not.
ハイジ君は意外としたたかだな
He's like 12 though. Like he's fine. Alright, this time we're going to the alley. Here we go. After listening to Chigasaki, I decided to go to the closer one. Let's go to the alley.
そうですねでは路地裏の方に手をつないでいきましょうか
Huh? I tilted my head in confusion, and Chigasaki smiled in response.
歩きながらメッセージは書けないでしょ何か用事があれば僕の手を引いてください立ち止まりますから
Honestly, if somebody like was like, oh, let's hold hands so you can write messages into my palm while we're walking. If somebody tried to write me a message onto my hand, I would not be able to fucking, like, if you wrote something onto my palm, I'd be like, huh? Like, literally, I would not know a single thing that you were writing down. Like, are you guys, like, good at interpreting what is written down onto your hand? Like, if you were to, like, trace letters onto your skin, would you be able to, like, tell what they're writing down? I would not be able to, especially like in Japanese, like in kanji and stuff. I would absolutely not. Like, no way. Look, there's absolutely no way. Like, let alone in English where the letters are like simple. I would be like, huh? Like, you could literally write like the easiest word. You could write pancake and I'd be like, what are you trying to say? Like, the stupidest thing. Like I would be so dumb. So I cannot imagine this working in any sense of the way. Like, I don't know. I would be the worst. I would be the worst spy to ever exist. Oh god.
もちろんあなたが嫌でなければですが。
I understood Chikisaki's suggestion, so I grabbed his left hand when he held it out. His hand was bigger than I thought, and although I felt a bit embarrassed to do so, we continued into the alley. He also offered me his hand as a way to match my stride. Chigasaki led the way while being considerate to me as we headed through some shortcuts towards the mark on the map. The area seemed deserted and creepy, and I didn't want to stay there for long. We should arrive in about 10 minutes, so I should be good from here. I sent him that message, but Chigasaki looked around, worry on his face. Oh, maybe they meant like on the bangle or something. But how do you use the bangle if you're holding somebody's hand? That's not possible either, right? I don't know.
ちょっと待ってください。今何か物音が。
I didn't hear anything. Chigasaki pulled me by the hand and we went back to the street to hide. Then we saw a silhouette move in the alley. He's right. It wasn't one of the cast members. The Arcadians seemed to be walking around. They're wandering about. What's wrong with them? Chigasaki signaled to me with his eyes and pulled my hand again. That was creepy. We ended up returning back to the street with all the stores. What were those people doing there?
わかりません。でもここは使わない方が良さそうですね。
I nodded without hesitation. However, I hesitated a bit as I typed a message. Oh, she is typing, so what the heck? Something felt off. I sent a message to Chigasaki. Maybe the bangle's like a cell phone, but there's no way because it's on their wrist. I don't know. Okay, you know the map well. Okay, that's apparently what we're supposed to say, so here we go. Chigasaki, you seem to know the map well. We headed to the other location on the map, and we made it before the maintenance was over. It was thanks to Chigasaki that we were able to find a path to get to the destination faster.
そうですね。僕は皆さんよりも外出している時間が長いから。
I looked at him as if to affirm that, and Chigasaki made a slight smile with a troubled expression.
セナさん、時間をロスしてしまったので、少し急ぎましょう。
So that's a little strange too, right? Chigasaki has some weird shit going on as well. Like, we know that he has, like, from Akase's route as well, we know that he has something weird going on with his leg and his arm. Like, he...
やめてくれ。それだけは嫌だ。この腕は僕の宝物なんだ。
What?
他のものなら何でもいい。声でも足でも。
What's wrong with your arm?
本当に何でもいいんですか？それがあなたの命でも？
Oh, God.
それは。
Oh!
それでも構わない。
Like, okay, so there's a lot of plot points going on. We know that Ibana's arm, for some reason, is detached from his body, because we saw it once upon a time in Banjo's route. It was, like, in some building. It literally was labeled Ibana, and, We were like, what the fuck? And then Chigasaki reacted super bad when one of the punishments was like, we will take your arm and leg. And he was like, you cannot do that, like anything but that. Like, I will do anything. I would rather die than have you do that. So that was strange as well. So not sure what was going on there. Chigasaki acted super weird just now. He's spent more time outside than anybody else, so he seems to know the map really well. So it's like, is he homeless? I don't know. Like, that would be really sad. I don't know. I feel so bad. Like, and then also I realized that I was gonna say, like, I was gonna complain about the pacing of the routes in Akase's route, and I didn't get to do that last episode, so I'm going to complain about it right now, right in front of Chigasaki. Sorry, Chigasaki. I'm going to take this moment to complain. But what I was going to say was that I feel like I can definitely tell which sections were written by the better writers and which sections were written by the bad writers. And the reasons for that being is that, like, the pacing is just so fucking weird. It's like, there are moments where, like, we as readers are feeling so drawn in, like with Akase being like, oh, like the reveal of like, oh yeah, not everybody gets to go home. Akase chooses to be the hero. Like, all of that feels like, yes, there was proper build up. It all makes sense. Like, it makes sense, you know? Everything just flows well. But with the memory loss of his sisters and everything like that, that just felt so rushed and just so convoluted that I wish that they did it better. I wish that, like, that part was better foreshadowed. I felt that it did not do him justice, and I found myself almost angry that they did him so dirty. Like, I felt that they cheapened Akase in that way. Like, I found myself not even feeling sad for him when he was crying, because it felt so, like, it just felt so rushed. That's like the only way that I can put it. And I don't know if you guys felt the same way. Like, I love Akase as a character. I really do like him a lot. I think I relate to him a lot in all sorts of ways, and I've explained that in his route. I think that his arrogant subservience and stuff like that, I think that all makes sense. But randomly revealing that he has memory loss, and then randomly revealing, like, it's especially so late in the route, so late in his route, especially, like, because his common route took so long, and then his, like, randomly being like, oh yeah, by the way, in his route, so late in his route, oh yeah, by the way, he has memory loss, and also, yeah, he did have sisters, and, oh, yeah, now he remembers his sisters, oh, they died, oh, so sad, and, but now he remembers them, and they're alive again, woohoo, he saved them, yay, and everything's great again. Like, that's no way to write a story, and that really pissed me off. So that's what I'm upset about. So that, along with the many, many, many plot points that they're trying to drive home, I think really cheapened his plot line and makes me upset with how they did Akase. I still love him from the bottom of my heart, but I am upset with how they did it, and it took me this long to talk about it. It took me an entire fucking episode to think about what I wanted to say in order to say it. So you can agree or disagree, but I needed to say it in front of Chigasaki. He has given me the courage to say so. Anyway, we could continue, but that's my 2 cents. I gasped and closed the display. Chigasaki led me by the hand again, and we headed to the park. Alright, so now we are on chapter 6, which is where the longer common route begins. And I guess, yeah, it's morning. I could tell when it was morning by the light. It first, I thought it would be a problem without clocks, but I realized why I didn't need one. Waking up in the morning to eat breakfast, getting ready to leave home for school, getting to the bus stop on time, taking classes on time, hanging out with friends after school, going shopping before it got too late, going home after a long day. It was part of a world like everyone else. That's why I had to adjust my time so it would match up with everyone else's. In this world, though, it wasn't necessary. But this world isn't supposed to have mornings in the first place. This is right after the amoeba situation with Chikasaki, by the way. The sky and everything else is all artificial. I started feeling more and more depressed. It was a downward spiral. Even though I knew it, I couldn't stop. I have to force myself to change my mindset. I wasn't very motivated to do so, but I got ready and went downstairs. I should eat breakfast even if I'm not hungry. I didn't eat dinner last night, so Tomase and some others might be worried about me. While I went downstairs, I heard voices. Tomase, Haiji, Akase, Gyobu, and Iyochi were talking about some things in the living room with sharp tones.
いい加減漢字くらい自分で読めるように勉強したらどうなんだ。お前もキャストの一人だろ。
Oh God.
バンジョ、その言い方はないだろ。ハイジはまだ小学生なんだぞ。
自分の命がかかってるんですよ。いつまでも他人に頼っているのはおかしい。台本くらい一人で読めるようにならないと。 僕、国語はあまり得意じゃなくて、どうやったら読めるようになるの？わからない漢字は辞書で調べるとか、本を読むとか、それくらい自分で考えろ。
ハイジ、読めない字があったら俺に言えよ。意味も含めて教えてやるからさ。その方が記憶に残ると思う。
うん、ありがとう。そうやって甘やかすから、いつまで経っても他人におんぶに抱っこなんですよ。
Good lord, Banjo, that's so mean.
日和が罰ゲームを受けた時だって、相手がこいつでなければ、もっと。
Tomase. As my voice reached his ears, he stopped. He looked surprised as I entered the living room. If you're talking about me, do it when I'm here. So, what are you talking about?
それは。
Tomase looked awkward at the situation. It was Gyobu who spoke up instead.
でもさ、ともくんがそう言いたくなる気持ち、僕はわかるな。だってハイジ君は怪しいもん。ね。
怪しいというのは？
だっていつも口数少ないし、この世界についても不安がったり怖がったりもしてないし、小学生らしくない。
Oh, that's kind of true too, because like Haiji, I mean, a normal grade schooler would be kind of nervous or like terrified, right? Like I feel like a kid would be like crying. Like I feel like a child, especially like a 12-year-old, would be really nervous and like afraid.
それにキャストとして選ばれるには若すぎるよ。なんで一人だけ小学生なの？小学生って嘘なんじゃないの？あ、それとも実はプロデューサーだったりする？
But then that's like a really cruel thing to say if he is actually 12. Because then like if it is actually a 12-year-old, then you're like accusing a child of being...
胸部!
Before I could send a message, Akase was the one who raised his voice in anger. Also, that's the reason why she's sending messages. It's because she's lost her voice. That's the reason why she can't say anything.
いい加減にしろよ。ハイジが反論できないからって好き放題言い過ぎだ。お前が言ってるのは全部状況証拠だけだろ。俺だってお前だって怪しいことに変わりはないはずだ。
まあそうだけどさ、若すぎるってのも根拠としては弱いね。キャストの選別がプロデューサーの指名によるものなら、その基準はまだ不明だし。
Yeah, I agree with that.
キャストの多くが高校生だけれど、そういう意味では僕もこの中じゃ一番年上だ。年齢が離れすぎている。
Yeah, how old is Yoshi again? I feel like... Do we have that information? I can't remember. I don't think that's materials. Do we have Yoshi? That's so annoying. Why do they not give us the ages in the freaking dictionary?
そうだね。
I feel like Yoshi's like 23 or 25 maybe? I don't know.
ただハイジ君はもう少し自分の意見を言えるようになった方がいいかもね。今の調子じゃ潰されかねないよ。
Oh god, don't say that either. That's like... That's a child. Like, don't tell a child, like, oh, everyone else is gonna crush you.
俺は潰そうと思って言ったわけじゃ。
同じことだろ。もうちょっと仲良くしようぜ。ハイジも年上だからって遠慮すんな。言われたら言い返していいんだからな。
Yeah, I think that Akase has the right approach too. Like, especially if you're dealing with a child. Even if you're not sure if the person is a child or not, I think it's better to approach as if they are. Like, even if there is even a hint of doubt that they are a child, you don't want to just assume that they aren't. Because if they are, then you're like traumatizing this 12-year-old, you know? Like, you don't want to live with that. The conversation ended ambiguously there. And we're gonna stop here. That's rough. That's really hard. I don't know. That's difficult. I don't know. I don't know. That's... I don't know how to feel. I feel like we're gonna learn a lot in this route. I think that Iochi being a like information what was it? Like an information researcher or an information something or other, like information processing, I think it is what it was, like Iochi being in information processing will make it so that the MC learns a lot more maybe about the stream in general. That's my hope, at the least. So I'm hoping that we just get a lot more just background as to what's going on. Maybe like not necessarily about Iochi themselves, but about the world in general. I'm hoping that we get a lot more of a solid foundation as to like what's going on, what's happening, like the background. Like I just want, you know, a bit more like just solidity as to where this is headed, because I literally am keeping notes as we speak as to like each character's major plot points. Like we have Shigesaki, we have Abana, we have Gyobu Futami, like all of these characters, what's going on, like these small hints that we're getting, and we also have these major plot points, like what was with that sleeping pod situation that we got shown in Akase's route, what is with the amoeba situation, what's with the 2 moons that they mentioned in the beginning of the whole frickin' story, like what's happening? What's happening? Anyway, next episode, we're going to continue the common route for Iochi, and perhaps next time we will learn some more and we won't be bullying a fucking 12-year-old. Woo!